Counterintuitive.
I don't even know. I don't.
I don't know if that's encouraging that you don't know, or more disturbing that you don't know.
Well, it's an adventure for all of us.
But is it an adventure that anyone wants to go on?
No.
We could be said about that every week's stream, but you know.
Well, enough people actually tune in that makes me think we should probably keep going, but...
Are you sure that you want to go on this adventure?
Well...
There's at least us watching. Oh, there's somebody else.
See, Justin's always up for an adventure.
Yeah.
There we go.
Even if it starts with pushing the bus. I mean, you got to get going somehow.
What do you think stopped the bus in the first place?
I'm hoping it wasn't Justin.
I was going to say, are you implying Justin?
Are you insinuating that you ran over Justin?
Was he pulling instead of pushing again?
Something about pushing rope. I don't know.
Appreciation for our viewers. That's what I got right there. Yeah.
Pretty much. So you have a nice picture thrown up there. Or I have a nice picture that you gave to me that's thrown up there.
Yeah. What I was carrying. I was camping. So Fox River EXT, yeah, it's underappreciated. I really like this knife. As far as the utilitarian 3V, it got smashed on, did some batoning, did some feather sticking. Feather sticking with this thing is quite nice. Yeah. So yeah, and then also while I'm at it, I'll give a shout out. These 90s carabiners for $4 to turn something into like a easy dangler type of throw it on your belt loop or whatever. Yeah, it's better than paying $30 from Castrum for whatever they want to offer. So
yep.
Throwing shade. Yeah. Yep. On my daily drop, by the way. So
that is good.
Indeed. This week, I'm carrying the Benchmade Outlast and its hooky goodness and its bladey goodness and its other bladey goodness. They all went, all of them. Every single one.
I was going to say, you deployed all those the first time, each time.
I've been practicing.
It's impressive.
Indeed. But I was saying before, this knife's neat because all three blades have different steels. There's 154, S30, and 3V in here.
I was just going to say, I don't know that it's common knowledge what that hook steel is. I don't know if they specified it right on the catalog page, or
I believe they had in other rescue knives, and to my knowledge, it could be N680. I could be wrong, but I thought they were 154 CM.
We're gonna find out right now.
You say that, but
in the meantime, I had my Pillar 3, no, Pillar 2, whatever you want to call it, in D2.
So another discontinued knife.
Yeah. So to my knowledge, any large pillar with the D2 has been discoed. You can still find the 8CR equivalent, but I guess the D2 is just gone now.
Even the 3 version, or just the 2 version?
Oh, sorry, the 2 version is still kicking. Sorry, the 3 version, the newest version with the brass backspacer, that is still going. And maybe that's why they got rid of this in the D2, because it would cut into sales of people who would want that. Yeah. I'm continually impressed by CRKT's D2. I really wish they would use it more often than they do. It's a fun knife.
Nice. The triage doesn't.
So, with the last couple of videos that I've seen where the Adamus lock seems to be slipping a little bit, how quick do you think your Outlast there would slip on a little baton action with that dual blade?
I wouldn't put it to the test, I don't think. It doesn't seem to engage on the tang surface a huge amount. I guess kind of hard to see. It might be the full width of the pin, but it also might be only 3/4 of the width of the pin.
As long as that corner, I guess that contact point of the curve of the pin, as long as that's fully engaged, you should be okay.
Yeah, I'd be more inclined to do it like this, anyways.
And
honestly,
I gotta say, I've spine whacked a lot of my Benchmades. I've never seen any kind of lock slip at all in any of them.
Once I had one go on me, but again, doing some abusive things or whatever it may be, right? And you said that you didn't want to try it, so I will take that responsibility on if you need someone to bear that burden of just giving it a go.
So what you're saying is, hey, Paul, would you like to destroy your discontinued bow? For the sake of science, I mean...
How could you say no?
It's 3V. It's real. It's not particularly thick 3V, though. So that's kind of interesting.
Little pry bar-y, but yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Dick Richards, thank you for joining us again. Yeah.
Welcome aboard.
Also, because Joe has a couple pictures up, and I was out all weekend long. I got a nighttime picture of the cool new setup that we just recently got. I'm pretty happy with it, and it really kind of brings out the fun time of camping for sure.
That was the third picture you sent me, right? Yeah, here we go. There we go. It'll switch over for you in a couple seconds. But yeah, it's the nighttime photo with the fire. At the tent.
So, that's the new tent setup. And got the nice glow light action going on. So
very nice. I just want to say, Dick Richards is right. Hit the like button if you're here watching with us. Do the thing. Or ants will eat your face.
Oh, Jesus, that's so dark.
Yeah.
We got a Nigel curse going on, apparently.
No curse.
Out of the background.
It's quite a bit,
no curse.
That's quite a bit worse than any of Nigel's curses. Not quite as bad as the one I did. I can't quite remember what it was, but I remember nobody liked it. It was a pretty awful curse, but...
Well, you really went for a gross contest there for 2 or 3 weeks, and it really turned a little vile there for a while.
Yeah.
We just
vile
needed...
for a while.
Yeah,
that's a memoir.
No, that's like a subset of chapters in the memoir.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, we got some stuff to talk about. Maybe the stream dropped. Oh, the stream might be back.
We're back.
Hello, there's a Joseph.
Yes.
In the wrong spot. Why you got to be messing with the spots?
No. For the stream, we are in the correct spots. Don't worry.
Yeah, because that's what I'm watching.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we back?
We should be. It's
Richard
not.
Said we back.
Okay.
We are back. Well, there we go. Yeah, we're
Cool.
back.
Okay. Yeah, I don't
Sorry about that, guys.
know what that was. It was weird.
I'm going to blame Joe, because,
Well, that's what I get.
Joe slipped and fell off the internet.
Yeah. That's what I get for not having a dedicated streaming setup and just using a laptop instead.
No one taught him how to balance on the internet, and he just tried to get on and do it by himself, and it just...
Wasn't even wearing a helmet.
Flipped you for real.
What do we tell you about not wearing a helmet, Joe?
Like all the time. Like
stop wearing that helmet, goddammit.
There's no way to hurt yourself.
Joe, you're sitting in a chair. Take the helmet off.
That's when it's gonna get you, when you least expect it.
There's just Nigel sitting behind me with a bat, just waiting.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we totally blame Nigel for that dropping, actually, not Joe. So Joe was the close runner-up on that one, but I'm pretty sure it was Nigel's curse. It screwed us all on that one.
It was weird. I heard you guys talking for a fair few seconds, like, oh, we lost connection. I'm like, I could still hear you guys, though. So I thought it was YouTube initially, but then everything shut down. It's like, that's not great. That's not good. But yeah, Dennis had a wicked nice time camping, and I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous at all.
All right. Well, not everyone gets to have fairy lights inside their tent. It's that change color. That would just happen to be the purple, but it went through a plethora of about 16 different colors as it was slowly rotating. It's
Not bad.
We got many comments on how awesome our tent was as people were going by. So
The way to do it, quite honestly. Fairy lights.
it lit it up really nice, actually. I got to admit, like I had a power bank plugged into it. The power bank did fine all weekend long. Yeah, for sure. So
Nice.
Not bad at all.
It was fun.
But yeah, as far as topics, I didn't really have anything big planned. What about you guys?
I mean, I got one that might take up the majority of the episode, but if we let it. So
It's not a difficult thing to do around here.
well, it doubles down on last week's episode because there was the Blade Show, and to double down on the Blade Show comes the Blade Show Awards,
Yes.
which they announced, and they did Knife of the Year and American made and imported and all of that good times. So.
I usually pay attention to that stuff, but this year I've actually been more lax about it than ever for some reason. I'm usually very excited to see what crazy crap is coming up, but I don't know. Have you given the article a read through, or?
I scrolled through who the winners were. Yeah. But that was about it. I didn't read further than that. And Justin, just for the record, changing with the lights on, you get this really awesome silhouette. So if you're going for the red light district stripper look, I can set those lights to stay on red for a while we're changing, and then it can go back to color after we're done. That's
all I'm saying is, if you've seen Austin Powers, you can see the comedy that you can set up.
Tennis rackets and all.
Indeed. I'm pretty sure that was a badminton racket. No, it wasn't. It was a tennis.
I was gonna say I could go either way on that one. I honestly don't remember.
Joe could go on that
I had another place that was good. Anyways,
one.
we'll continue on to knives. So
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm cool with what.
Well, it's just who actually won what, and we can slag on it if we want, or agree with it if we want as well.
So if you guys want to follow along, look at links. This is Blade Magazine's blademag.com, their article. I know we usually go to Knife News, but for some reason Dennis sent me this link. Maybe it's more comprehensive.
I don't know if Knife News had the winners.
It does.
Oh, okay. I went to Blade.
If there's photos that go along with all the options, then this one might be better, because Knife News actually only had about half of them.
And this is the Blade magazine, which is the Blade show, which means
Yeah.
So
Blade Mag also has like some excellent photos and much better detailed photos than I've ever seen on Knife News. So let's just use this article. Some of those pictures are quite nice.
Does the Saturn look like
It looks like a lot of things.
It looks like a Paragon to me.
Yeah, it looks like the Paragon. Is it the Paragon Warlock? Yeah. It totally does. I don't know whether this knife is sharpened on both sides. It looks like it is, though.
The black one does not look like it is. It does not look like an edge on the back side of it. So I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Yeah.
It may or may not be.
It looks like it thins out enough.
You may or may not have the option either. Yeah. Sorry, Paul.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you there. Just, it looks like it thins down on the back spine. Even if it's not secondary beveled, it looks like you could probably put a secondary bevel on it as long as it tucks away completely into the handle.
And Justin Kershaw did do a bit of a knife like that called the Launch 4, but I like the Launch 4 more, I got to admit. So,
how dare you?
Really? All right.
Launch 4 is cute.
Well, I think maybe because this one won Knife of the Year off of technology that won Knife of the Year last year, and it's riding on some goddamn coattails. Maybe. So,
Dennis has opinions. Who knew?
It's
well,
coattails, right?
Yeah, but that's like you won a contest that happened this year for things that happened this year because of something you did last year. That's kind of, you know.
Check this out. We'll do the same knife, but with a dagger. Boom, give them the award.
I mean, if me and Joe are the judges.
Really? Over everything that came out this year?
Okay, maybe not everything, but over a lot of stuff.
The things that I like the most from this year are daggers. Like,
is it this dagger?
I won't say it's the top of my list, no.
Is it bad if I say that I didn't know that this thing was even a thing until now?
That's because they also pull a sneaky sometimes, and they do like a preview at the Blade Show, and then that preview wins an award.
Because it was technically a knife at the show, so...
Well, yeah, that's a thing. I mean, just like the winners for customs. But anyway, yeah.
With that...
You could scroll down. And,
I was going to say.
Yeah, show some of the fancy pictures. Because it's not like it's a badly made knife. It's a good-looking knife, don't get me wrong.
Oh, but... with the laminated copper? That's... Okay, I know for a fact these things are way too goddamn expensive. Okay, maybe they're too expensive for me to just buy on a whim. How about that? Because the standard version... What was the name of it wasn't the Saturn, but what was the name of the knife that had this rotating thumb stud opener thing? But was a single-edged knife. What was that called?
Give me a second. I know what it's called. I'm just drawing a blank on it.
I'm pretty sure this is called the Saturn.
Yeah, this is the Saturn.
Cuda. It was Cuda knives.
Right. That knife was something like $300 or $400 polar bear dollars.
No. The Cuda was the budget version.
The Fox version of this knife that was the single edged. Yeah.
That knife was. It says in the thing, I think.
Justin wants to know why you're drinking Slurm, Joe.
The Suru.
Oh, the Suru. Right. Okay. Wait, no. The Suru, right. The Suru, was like the integral,
the carbon fiber integral lock. Yeah.
Super strange little thing.
That is not correct, but I don't know what it is. So continue on with life.
Oh, okay. So the Suru wasn't an integral. Okay,
it could be an integral depending on the version.
Okay. That's sexy as hell.
Anyway, that's the wrong knife. Yeah, so
yeah,
it's a good looking knife, but knife of the year, and they're using the radius opening thing and closing thing, which is really just a Cuda knives, which was the one from the 90s that opened up like that.
Yeah.
But still had a liner lock to close it, I believe.
The Clever Girl folder didn't win any awards, did it, when it came out?
I don't know.
Because that was second year, wasn't it?
Didn't it win like best? No, it didn't win best tactical.
Might have.
Anyway, I'm not sure. I don't have the answers to these things, and we haven't done our homework. So,
American made knife of the year is the Case Marilla. So that was that aluminum frame lock.
Watch last week's video when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
Case. Look at them go with their American made offering of modern knives.
Their vaguely Sinkovich looking design. But it's interesting. It's interesting to say the least.
It's the sequel-vich. It's got the sequel blade.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so not much more to say about that we didn't really cover last time. Most innovative American design, the V-Knives Metal Tech. Most innovative American. Okay, so what's innovative about this?
Don't you know?
Just the etching in the blade?
Well, they're not going to tell you, you see, unless you actually click on the video, and we shouldn't do that because it's another YouTube video on top of a YouTube video.
It's probably not a good idea, but
so,
I am curious as to what exactly makes this thing so great.
The milling on the blade and the handle match.
Okay, but that's nothing new, and that's not.
It's really American design. It's not American or innovative technology. It's innovative design.
Oh well,
Okay,
So that can mean a lot of things.
Oh, okay, most innovative. Okay. So this electro etching, or maybe this is another MIM, like cast in place sort of approach to the handles, like.
Yeah, or even the blade itself, because it looks like the V knives is
Yeah.
actually, if you scroll down to the third picture with it open. Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
it looks like it's milled into place or embossed or something.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
for sure. And V knives, to my knowledge, just to put it all together for a lot of people who might know, I believe V knives was actually started from someone who worked for Kershaw and split off of Kershaw and started their own company. Fisk, thanks for joining us. I had to take the cat for a walk. I understand, man. Sometimes they got to get out and about. So,
gotta let them do their thing.
I was going to make some sort of expletive about letting something free, but you can all probably put the pieces together on that dirty joke. So,
moving right along.
Yeah.
Most innovative imported design, the Macerin D-Dut? That looks like D-D-U-T. All right. Like
Dut.
The Duddits.
The Dut.
It's the Duddits.
Oh, it's innovative because it has two different screwdrivers that stop at a 90-degree position.
It's innovative because it's a Leatherman free.
Yeah, but like a better version of a Leatherman free by all accounts.
So there's some sort of theory about the Italians having this firm grasp on the Blade Show awards. Because Fox overall, Macerin got their hands in there with this guy that is like
I'm pretty sure they
free.
won too.
Who did?
I think Macerin wins too, and this 1-2 this year.
Well, thanks for giving it away there, Paul. We haven't gotten there yet, you son of
I didn't say what they won.
Tell them, boys, what did they win?
So we could flog this dead horse for another 10 minutes if you hadn't let the cat out of the bag. And then when we came across it, you'd be like, see? More Italians.
Hey, man, I'm Italian. I'm all for more Italians.
I was just going to say those goddamn Italians.
I think 2 out of 3, I'm outnumbered here.
Yeah, a little bit. Best buy is the Wii Knife Civivi Elementum. Really? I thought only new products would be considered for awards here.
Yeah, I don't know why this should get this for 2021 and not whatever it is, 2018 when it came out, 2019 or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, that's a baffling choice.
There were so few new offerings. It's just like, here, just give it to them.
This is just the listing for the standard Elementum, so this isn't like, okay. Huh,
and it's not even the button lock or something, right?
One of my other theories as well is that CRKT has been winning the Best Buy awards for like the last 2, 3, 4 years.
Blade Show or SHOT Show? Because CRKT's been like they were sponsoring the SHOT Show, weren't they?
SHOT Show,
wasn't it? No, I am getting them. I'm getting them confused. It was Blade Show. Okay.
Yeah. And they won with the CEO, and they won with a couple different awards or whatever, maybe the Pillar, blah, blah, blah. And when all these Chinese companies that were up and coming, we talked about it in one of the episodes, and I mentioned the fact that there was a hell of a lot of good things out there other than whatever CRKT knife happened to win that year. And I'm like, why aren't you giving this to the Civivis or the QSPs or the whatever type of, So they got their comeuppance, and they got it 4 years late, but cool.
The damage has already been done, but whatever. It's no big deal.
And it's kind of funny too that they put in the Wii knife as well. They're just like the Wii knife Civivi Elementum.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Didn't catch that the first time. Collaboration of the year: Macerin and Solar.
See, it wouldn't have been
Solar if you pronounce it.
No. I got to speak like an asshole.
A memoir.
A memoir. Well, again, more like a subset of chapters in a memoir. Is that the only photo? Oh, there's it closed. Okay.
Is it the opening or the closing chapter?
It's like the second or third chapter after the introductory.
It's really what hooks them in.
Yeah.
Okay, this thing's kind of nice. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. The other collaboration that I was actually thinking of when this thing came up and I had my initial look is the HEA Boker collab.
Oh yeah,
I don't
that's
know,
a
that
cool
might
one.
be worth making more waves than this Art Deco piece.
And is that? Hey, careful with that Art Deco criticism.
Whether it's a criticism or not is your own interpretation.
Question: do they pick knives for the different categories from every knife out there, or do they pick knives for the categories based off of each company making submissions?
I don't think there's a total list that they consider and pull from that's just every knife entered into the show, period. I think they have to enter for given categories. I think.
I believe so, yes.
So that might be why some of
you're
them
correct.
aren't winning.
Yeah.
They might not be entering. Who knows?
Could be. That could be.
It would have been nice if each knife could just be automatically entered to every category, so it's a bit of a better representation.
Yes, Mr. Fisk is correct. That's what I was implying in chat too, 100%. Dick Richards is saying that this Massarin collaboration looks like the Frenzy, and I gotta agree. That's part of the reason why I like it.
That aggressive, Warncliffe-y sort of, yeah.
You would like it, and then you put it on the handle of Joe's awkward Rook knife.
That looks more awkward than the awkward Rook knife.
There you go. How low did we scout that bastard? And Joe says it looks worse, and he says he still likes it.
I don't hate the way this one looks, but that corner by the middle finger there in this photo, it just looks a little sharp. That's all.
I'm not threatened by your pry bar. This is the Pokey factor.
All right.
Hey man, just imagine how much that would hurt to get poked with.
I'm just going to look over here at this giant pile of knives, take a drink, and we'll play a poking game.
Can I?
A memoir.
Play the
No,
game.
playing the Poke game. I thought that was the title of your sex tape.
I mean,
a memoir. That's
wow.
It's a long working title.
I haven't got it nailed down yet.
No, it's still in the pre-development planning stages, you know.
Anyway,
speaking of pre-development planning state, no, that's a very rude thing to say. This knife actually doesn't look that bad. This is the Manufacturing Quality Award given to Heretic Knives. So the Manufacturing Quality Award is something that's given across the board from a given company's productions. It's never just like a one knife entry, right?
As far as a given out across the board, you mean Chris Reeve?
Yes. Well, Line Steel got it like twice, didn't they? 3 times?
Yeah, last couple of years, it's been a bit of a tug of war fight, between Lion Steel and Chris Reeve.
So I'm not sure if this is something, like if this is a category that they consider the entire working lineup of a company, or if they just consider what actually ended up being shown up for the show. But Heretic Knives, they sound familiar, but I can't...
I was going to say...
Right, they were doing those dope OTFs.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That's Marfione's son, right? From Microtech? He's doing Heretic?
I'm not 100% sure on that.
I think that's right.
I mean, if you look at some of the design language used on these switchblades, maybe.
I suspect.
You called them switchblades.
Because they're switchblades.
Yeah.
They've got a switch.
And they've got
Literally.
blades. I mean, some of these look fucking nice, though. I mean... Oh no! No! Oh, here. There we go.
You should probably send that one back for warranty.
Oh wait, yeah, no. Yeah, okay.
And yes, Fisk is confirming, apparently as the authority figure in the group. Hey
man, somebody's got to know what they're talking about.
Well,
it ain't us.
I know how much I keep track of Microtech and the surroundings thereof, so I'm sorry, it's just not on my radar. So,
well, given the availability and the legality of access, I'm not shocked, really.
What did I miss?
Oh, just the fact that why pay attention to a company whose products we cannot possess legally?
Yes, it's part of it for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, next.
They do look well made.
Oh yeah, if you look at um the the seam between the inlay and the carbon fiber, it looks crisp in this photo.
And
I mean, it's not.
it's really too bad that they don't have a picture of that one in the background, because that looks like some sort of ironwood
Mm-hmm.
with
Ironwood burl or something. Yeah.
some sort of mosaic something going on the blade. Yeah.
It's neat. It's very neat. Yeah.
Neato.
So
Investor. Oh, I heard about this one. The Investor Collector Knife of the Year goes to the ProTech Malibu with the Titanium Ultimate Custom variant. Damn. Oh wow, they just have this video. So, you know what? Let's see.
and there's actually I think there were several pictures of this thing that were floating around. So it should be easy to track down.
PVK Vegas. Of course they have photos. Of course they do.
I mean,
I'd like to zoom in, please. One zoom, please. There we go.
No, that's not the exact same one.
Isn't that?
No.
can I
Okay.
have that one?
The
Can we
blade.
make it
Yeah. Okay. So it's
a
different, but
non-auto?
this. I
That's a
wonder.
good-
I wonder if that version, that Ultimate Custom, has only been at the show so far.
You'd
So-
probably have to put 2021.
Oh yeah. Let's see if that
I
helps.
know.
It.
I know.
no.
Looking for some other things from the show, it was hard to find elsewhere.
Is oh wait, I think Knife Center said that it was going to be or no, was I thinking of the tiny little guy?
Anyway, yeah, little guys, I think. Super pretty. Like in ProTech has got that custom
Nope, here it is.
category down on lock.
This is it.
They've won several years in a row, I believe. That's still not the right name either.
Yeah, it is. Isn't
No,
it?
it's not. No, it's not. It's also pretty, but still not the right knife.
I could have
Yeah, that's
The inlay and the clip is not the same.
the
The inlay has
clips?
got like white, or not white.
Are you sure? Because that looks pretty much the same.
Look
That's
at
the
the inlay
same.
above the clip compared to the mother. No.
no, that looks.
It's the right one.
Oh,
Mother.
never mind.
It's
Yeah,
it's only
sorry,
on.
the backside is completely different from the front side.
It is. Yeah.
That is a good looking knife.
Can you just make it the backside and not the front side?
Yeah, it is the back. Takes a second.
No, I
for
mean
it to-
like the mother of pearl. I just don't like. is
Oh.
what I'm saying. It's just like
I would take
Oh,
this.
yeah. I would take the engraving
Floral
over the
leaves
inlay.
all over the place. I would take that.
Yeah.
The roses are gorgeous.
And yeah, from the Heretics Knives Fisk, totally thick behind the edge. I saw that in the comments. I had to say, yeah, that's the looks of things. They got together with Medford,
Which is
and,
weird because his
made
new
some
stuff,
tanks.
his
Yeah.
stuff is reasonably slicey these days, comparatively speaking.
Well, I mean, if Cold Steel can make a sword that's less than 8 pounds, I mean, Medford can make a sword pocket knife that's less than 8 pounds too, right? So it's
Debatable, but yeah.
There's at least one model.
Anyway, my mistake on that. That is the right knife. I was just arguing for no reason because I'm a dick. Yeah. So, but yes, good looking knife.
Like,
My
just
feelings are hurt by how good looking that is.
But okay, so at the same time, like they've won how many years? I haven't done my homework either because I was off grid for several days and was anyway. But
What category is this again?
this was their investor / collector knife of the year.
yeah.
I mean,
Although, what do you think is going to appreciate in value quicker, this or that 4G MagnaCut Sabenza? That, as far as investor,
I mean, if they only made two.
like $3,200 now. It's gone down in price.
John, thanks for joining us, brother. I know you're always probably listening, but yeah, glad you're in the comments for sure.
Absolutely.
My feelings are hurt.
Fuck you and your feelings.
Okay, first of all, you go back to the awards where the Elementum should have been for that goddamn thing or whatever. Like it's
But it didn't win Investor Knife of the Year that year, did it?
no, probably a ProTech did.
Yeah, probably.
To be fair, the people who are working on these ProTechs, like the engravers they bring in, Bruce Shaw. I mean,
Who said that these awards were fair?
No one said they were impartial.
You
They're-
said
yeah.
to be fair, and that's not the point.
Okay.
Of the
Point-
theme of this evening at all.
Point taken. This is something I didn't know existed. Accessory of the year. Ulti Clip. Ultimate Carry Solutions.
Okay, I've seen actually this, and I'm most excited about this goddamn clip. Yeah.
Okay. That's neat.
Anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
That's cool. That's really cool.
And even like it looks like you can adjust it in between the screws on the object that like
Damn Skippy, you can.
Yeah.
that's it.
As far out and as far, yeah. So anything Kydex, you can click on that and you can put it on any angle you want and mount it pretty much in any option you want. Yeah.
I'm into it.
So I might be looking into getting some accessories at our local Canadian dealer if we have Ulti Clip available to us in any sort of way, because that would be super cool. And I think Ulti Clips in general are kind of a nice way to attach things if
Mhm.
in some instances, boot knives in particular. But yeah.
I carry my boot knives on my hip. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's because you have boots that are thigh highs, right? So
How else could they support all my daggers at once? Ah, shit.
he saw that one Rhiannon video and he's like, I can copy that.
Nigel's asking a good question. Does it only attach to Molly?
I believe it's got like a TDI style clip, like the K-Bar TDI, where it will put on a plate where it's like a thing, or you can make it MOLLE attachable. I believe if you look in depth with that. I do believe. I could be wrong, but yes.
So you're thinking
It's a good idea.
Kind of like that?
Yeah, with the 4-screwy thing. Yeah. And because when you look at the plate behind the Ulti Clip itself, that he's kind of tucked behind the mole webbing, I believe that kind of plate can be put onto this. Yeah.
That's pretty quick. Pretty queet, apparently.
Pretty queet. It is pretty queet.
So I don't know.
Now, Queetly, to the next item. Sorry.
Wow.
I could see the scroll bar of how much we have to go through, and I'm hoping there's just a big section for comments at the bottom, because that's a lot of content.
Okay, no, what we're going to get into is some customs, and we can just skim over some customs because it's custom awards, and they're one of a kind. So they're cool.
There's
but yeah.
one that I want to talk about if we're going to talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
So this,
and I have his name here somewhere.
Anyway,
yeah,
we got one more before we get there. Slow your roll. You're always just jumping the gun, man.
No, I'm just making sure I got it.
Gonna flog the Italian horse back there, and you wouldn't let me. And now you're gonna try to ruin the customs before we even get to kitchen knife of the year.
We lost the world title yesterday. 50-45,
we lost what?
Marvin Vettori got his ass kicked in a UFC fight.
That's about as much as I care.
Cool scar, bro.
An Italian losing at something? Come on. Sorry.
I just read Mr. Fisk's description of living the dream, and I like it.
The term slinging hamsters has to become a hashtag for sure. Probably on my next Pokey Factor post. It's hashtag slinging hamsters.
Slinging hamsters. Oh no. You're going to make me cry with laughter on stream. That's not good. It's not a good look. All right. Okay, so why the hell was the Benchmade Meat Crafter the kitchen knife of the year?
Because they did actually give it to Spyderco 3 years ago when the Elementum should have won that award, because I'm still going to flog that horse too.
Stop! He's already dead!
So when the Elementum should have... Yeah, Spyderco won that award. So they couldn't give it to him this year for their kitchen knife series.
Was it the Spidey Chef that won, or was it the Blue Steel?
I think it was the Blue Steel stuff.
Okay. Well, at least that makes sense. This was more designed as a field knife, wasn't it?
And I think Tops won last year. This one, kind of was, but they showed it a lot in the kitchen, and it's technically like a processing meat, blah, 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 so you could throw it in there.
I guess.
What other...
I just wanted to hear you say it.
As far as a production level, what other company has a new kitchen knife for this year? I haven't seen much. if anything, right?
What do you mean
So
Cold Steel hasn't expanded their commercial series?
they totally have an entire kitchen knife line that is mediocre at best. So yeah. But their price point reflects it, so you can't bitch too much about it because they're not charging Cutco prices.
I'm gonna buy the orange handled one, and when it's not in the bush with me, processing an animal, it's gonna be in my kitchen.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So the comments have gone off the rails about hamster slinging, and I love where they're going with this for sure.
The staff sling for distance.
Yeah, and the categories. I mean, like, can we have a subcategory of just like rodent, like guinea pig?
It's not
like,
enough to call
terrible.
them. It's not enough to call them like pygmy hamsters or dwarf hamsters, but dwarf class hamsters.
The class part.
Class.
I mean, you know, you have the 20-sided die in your pocket right now, Joe. Don't lie.
I'm thinking like classes of warship, man. I'm not thinking of like
it's a dwarf
D&D
class. Where
courses.
else would you go?
No, I was thinking like, well, a dwarf class hamster versus like a frigate. Are they like guinea pig sized or larger?
You're a frigate.
What's a destroyer hamster? What do they look like? Destroyer hamster. I hardly know her. Anyway, next knife.
Whoa.
You leave her hamster alone.
I was gonna say,
like I said, I hardly know her.
Comments about hamsters that is going to be taken out of context. Hopefully in a meme done by Fisk. It'll be great. It's
okay. Industry Achievement Award. Willy Knives. Who the hell are Willy Knives? Are they a retailer?
And Publishers Award is J. Bruce Boyles.
Okay.
Whoever that may be. So good for him. Good for him. I wonder if he works for Blade Magazine. I don't know.
That'd be convenient.
Or an affiliate thereof.
Auctioneers and appraisers.
You're this guy.
This is your award. Here you go. You can actually give it to him in person.
They don't put a year on it because they just give it to another Blade Magazine award winner next year. Give that back.
What am I looking at here?
Oh, I had his
Willy Knives. Just who he happened to be.
Oh, no. Willy Knives was this retailer here.
Oh, Bruce Boyles. I got it. Sorry. I gotta be right back, boys. Sorry. It's early this time.
It's all good.
What are you, pregnant?
This much. Slinging hamsters. Jesus.
So is that Pesh Cabs the next winner? Is that like fresh made? Or is that an antique? Because it's good looking.
The what? The
next knife down. If you scroll, that thing. Beshkabs.
Beshkabs? Is that the name of that type of knife?
Pesh. I believe.
Peshkab. Okay. Yeah. So this is the Hugh Bartrug Best of Show, and then the winner, Jordan Lamotte.
The deep chiseling on that reminds me of some really nice Indian guitar and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's something you don't see in a lot of... Oh, that's all Damascus. Of course it is.
Oh, wow, okay.
That's pretty. So that's an integral guard.
If I'm right here, a Pesh Cabs, this type of knife, normally is a T-section blade with a, like, T spine on it to give it rigidity.
Right.
But that's really good looking.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
You both would like that knife.
Well, yeah, look at the blade, man.
Stabbing.
I mean, you should probably look at the one below it that was worth 3 pictures rather than the one that got 1 picture.
Just getting into it. So Josh Fisher of Fisher Knives, and not surprised. As usual, beautiful work.
It's a good looking Bowie.
That's a thick handle.
Hey, man.
I was going to call it a fighter. Yeah, I wouldn't call it quite a Bowie.
It sure is a fighter. Yeah.
What is a clip point fighter if not a Bowie?
A saber? I don't know.
Okay, so a clip point fighter could be a Bowie.
But if it's not a Bowie, what would it be? Because what defines a Bowie, really? Big knife with a clip point.
Jim defines a Bowie.
Well, Jim did a shit job because we don't even know what his original Bowie looked like.
Yeah, and I don't even think his Bowie is even close to what we know nowadays. Anyway, probably looked like a 14-inch chef's knife. Like, seriously.
I was
Those
gonna say
knives.
it's probably closest to something like that guy
with a D-guard machete, because he's like, yeah, that'll save me.
Yeah.
There's theories on whether it's a...
Now here's the best Bowie.
Yeah, look.
Stephen Rapp.
I rest
That's
my
a
case.
good-looking Bowie.
That is
Sure
a
is.
super sexy Bowie.
And you're telling me I couldn't fight with that? Horseshit.
No, that's what the other knife is for. They want awards, man. Just let them have it.
This one has a Spanish notch.
That little guy?
Like-
Yeah.
No, the big guy.
No, oh sorry, the little
hook.
hooky.
The little
curly one.
Arr.
on the end. Yeah.
Yeah. That's distinctly on fighting knives. For catching that blade, man. Catching that blade.
Yeah. Certainly has an excess of rivets.
I thought it was my pot hook.
I'm cool with that too.
You do what you want if you own that knife.
You shouldn't do that with that hook on that knife ever.
Put the blade right in the fire.
Just let it get nice and black with the soot. Yeah.
I don't
That
think
makes
you know how to
sense.
cook with a pot on the fire. I think
No, the pot has to be like on the burning logs, right? Like it's got to be right there.
Anyway, best
You
folder.
build the fire around the pot.
I think Dennis is done with this conversation. Oh, look at this! It's got half of a cigar cutter. It looks like a Chinese, like a Dao. That's kind of cool.
Okay, so what you do is you put your cigar in, and then when you cut it, and
You
then
just
twist
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Excellent.
Or pinkies, because it looked like a Dow.
It looks like a very dapper gentleman with a twisty mustache.
Well, now that you've said it, I can't unsee it, and I'm ready to move on. Thanks for ruining this night for me. Because I actually like the look of it otherwise, but now that you've said those words with your mouth, I
can't wait until you get a Damascus pattern for some reason that looks like two eyes. I mean, this one doesn't in particular, but when you get one towards the hilt that has two little circles on the bottom of it, it'll complete it. It's fine.
I'm just saying, if I owned this knife, I would put googly eyes on it.
Oh. So this is the best
That's what custom best folder deserves on our channel is a set of googly eyes. Okay.
That's about right.
Hey man, I'm just saying, I want them. Does this one Spanish notch actually?
No, that's a sharpening
actually a bottle
choil.
opener?
That's a sharpening choil, and then there's a space for, I'm guessing, a stop pin.
Yeah, I think it's the stop pin is actually the corkscrew, I believe, is if you look at it.
Yeah.
It all lines up.
Are you telling me that won't open a beer for me?
I mean,
No,
it probably.
That's what the Bowie one was for.
Oh, there you go.
Flogging horses. They're not dead yet.
The horse
but
is
they're close.
I saw it move.
Best collaboration, no winner. Does that mean there were no entries for collaborative custom knives this year? Interesting.
Well, I mean, you probably couldn't get together. And
I was going to say, can't even mail pieces back and forth. Yeah.
So might be a hard note to look at, but they do actually show what entries people have. It would be hard to dig up, but it might be a homework thing for next week to see if anyone actually entered that and they were just like, nope, you're not good enough.
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, realistically.
Yeah, man, that would suck, though, to just pour all this time and energy into work and then just be told, none of you were good enough for the award. Y'all suck. Come back next year when you suck less.
On that note, 2002, I don't know. Was there no Blade Show award on that? The Manufacturing Quality Award, because that was the year that they didn't give it out. Was 2002. So there's a hiccup in Chris Reeve awards all the way through because that was one of the years they didn't give that award out. So are you telling me Chris Reeve didn't apply in that 1 year compared to all the years prior or after 2002?
It could be that somebody just didn't pass in the paperwork after it was completed. They fucked up on that year. Who knows?
Or they for some reason in 2002 they didn't have a Blade Show. Could
yeah,
be. I don't know either. Right?
Know.
Like it's
SARS.
Because of SARS. Sure, blame the diseases.
Hey man.
Anyway.
Dangerously close, fellas.
I'm gonna anyway that one into the best art knife.
Yeah. Really, this is the best art knife.
Really? This is the best art knife?
That's kind of, I've seen some crazy
this
shit
one will
in
give
my
the
time.
meat crafter a run for its money any day of the week. For sure. Like,
it's a good looking knife.
That's one hell of a kitchen knife right there.
Yeah, looks gorgeous. But best art knife, really? Are there just no, like, crazy art knife makers at Blade Show anymore? Or there just weren't that many this year?
They're like
looking at crazy art knives. How are the other ones not art knives?
Where did Kit Ray go? Where did Kit Ray?
But I'm expecting like big, ostentatious, crazy, like
the best part
tons of
about
man hours for all the file work and shit. But
there's a knife further down that probably deserves. I don't know. Maybe it's just how seamless all the wire working is, and blah blah blah. We can't see that from far away.
I mean, it's not a bad looking knife. This is a really gorgeous looking piece. I would be happy to own something like this.
Is that sheath wrapped in wire?
Yeah, the sheath is wrapped in wire.
Okay, the other thing as well is if we're doing this like yearly, because this is not the first time that we've talked about Blade Show awards. If we want to get into the habit of doing this, we should think about what the entries are, and then we'll have a better idea of what in this category of best art knife came up for.
Yeah, it would be good to have a backlog of stuff to be like, this is what won last year.
And then we can actually say, no, this should have won instead, and have some opinions on things.
Yeah.
Academy awarded up type of thing.
Yeah.
It happens once a year. Come on. Except for last year because of SARS.
Next knife.
That's the right answer.
Most innovative design by... I haven't been saying people's names. Man, that is so rude of me. Oh, I'm sorry. All these people's names I've just ignored. Well, I'm going to start with this one. David R. Davis. Okay, so...
I'm familiar with David R. Davis being slip jointy.
I'm familiar with a Davis that does slip joints, but I don't think they're quite at this level, if I'm being perfectly honest.
This is award-winning, man. Award-winning.
Well, just looking at the seamlessness of that inlay, which I know would have been difficult to do given that material.
Is that mother of pearl into Mammoth?
Yeah.
Yep, it sure is. That also looks like carbon Fruber for the bolster there.
But like weird.
Yeah, it's some sort of merbled. It's a merble.
It's a merbled carbon Fruber.
It's a merbling of
heavy merble.
That's a nice looking knife, but again, I question the tag for innovative. Just what's innovative about this? Just the fact that he managed to get the mother of pearl inlaid as nicely as he did. I'm not sure. I want to know what the qualifiers are. I'm more just curious than anything else.
Yeah. Not saying this doesn't qualify necessarily, just don't know what the
category wise is a little bit curious on what makes it, especially because they don't even have a video link that we can kind of see. Like at least on V Knives, we can go back and actually see why they won innovative design for their milling.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's just the milling, but yeah.
Yeah.
We're just assholes if not.
Well,
we'll talk about it next week about how much of an asshole we are. But I talked about that earlier this week. So once a week an episode, that's all you get.
One asshole a week.
Exactly. You'll get it. You'll get one next week.
Oh, I don't like any of that.
Sunday at 7.
Best Damascus, Shane Carter. This is some very pretty explosive Damascus.
Wow.
And okay, so I'm a little bit more familiar with this category. I think a few of the things they look at are the what is it? It's the bonding between the layers of the steel, the regularity of the pattern where desired, and oh shoot, there was something else, another major category. But anyway, I wish there were some close-up photos. Yeah, that's the next knife. There's something vaguely like the end of a watermelon? Like that's what the middle of these explosions remind me of, with the way they kind of...
A little bit, the webbing
Yeah. If you had those square watermelons from Japan.
Yeah, that's cool. Plus the handle's pretty, but I mean...
I'm pretty sure they
dang.
stole the handle off of an alien body part from Area 51, because that's some sort of shimmery right there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying what body part. I mean...
I'm pretty sure you're implying a specific one.
It's a finger, okay? It's his finger.
That's not what you're implying.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, they do call it award-winning, so...
No, I'm not making that comment.
Next knife.
Best sword.
The next knife is a sword.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna butcher this. Alexiev Ilya.
I think you actually nailed that one. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. That's pretty. Oh, that's really pretty.
What has he got going on there? Holy
man, these. Okay, I'm gonna assume Russian.
I mean,
you're so.
Correct, bud.
But goddamn, okay. So on the what is it? The FIXIV Paris Instagram account. I think I've talked about them before. You see a lot of Russian makers pop up with crazy clean work, looking like this. But this is okay. That's just awesome. Like that's cool.
Clean is a perfect word for it. It's clean and it looks almost like biomech. Like, I don't know if you guys remember biomech tattoos from the 90s.
Yeah.
If you look at some of the close-ups on that hilt in particular, holy.
Oh shit, the blade. Oh fuck, the different patterns on that blade.
Well, yeah, that's pretty too.
Sorry, I that was just the next photo down, and
yeah, that diamond pattern that's laid down the blade.
Oh.
Yeah, the church tower. Nigel, I was also looking at.
But the undulation of the darker section of the center, where it kind of does like this sort of like in and out shape. Like I'll follow it with my mouse here. So there's a darker shade here. You've got the cladding on either side. Then you've got this bare strip in between. Then you have this twisted, folded pattern for the edge. And it looks so good. Man,
this is
for being so involved, it doesn't look incredibly it doesn't look over busy from a distance. That's nice.
This is the path that Alice goes down right before she's about to enter the castle with the queen. It looks like that pattern right there.
Yeah. But yeah, that hilt is incredible. I don't care if that was carved out and then cast. Still, even so, beautiful work.
And I agree with Fisk. We're going to flog a dead horse here. The Alien Wang handle should have been innovative category 100%. 100%.
Well, that's repurposing materials. That's pretty innovative, right? You got to
reduce, reuse, recycle.
Got to reduce and reuse.
Who would have thought about that? The innovation to be like, I think that's possible. Yeah, for sure.
Yvonne Vachon? Best miniature, no winner. Okay, so they're still listing categories that have no winners. Best miniature. So there's a category for people making miniature knives and swords.
Goodness. Look up that whole subculture. Look at the whole it's ridiculous. Especially it's only like high-end stuff.
Oh, I'd imagine.
You can finish that sentence however you want. By the way, but
it was finished as far as I was concerned.
There was a period. You want to put a period there? That's fine.
Wait, this one best fixed blade as well. Jordan Lamoth.
We were looking at that knife earlier.
Yeah. So it's won in 2 different categories so far.
Nice.
Okay, so this was the absolute best fixed blade.
Is he Italian by any chance?
I don't know.
That knife style is Middle Eastern. I want to say it's like Afghanistan.
is, but I'm not going to go into detail on which one because I don't want to look like a dick.
Well, I mean, he's from Boston. He's from Boston, so he could very well could very well be. Best tactical folder, Brian Brown. Oh, the speed holes, man.
Where is it? Where is she?
Hey,
I'll show you some speed holes.
I got
this one's got more. It's faster.
This one's slower. It only has 3. It's only got 3. Oh, I mean 4 if you count the blade. But that one also has 1. So. Okay.
I need to own a Suru because then you can just hold it up like Swiss cheese. It's nothing but speed holes. Like
this knife is more hole than knife.
We were off topic earlier talking about the Fox Suru, and the Integral was actually the carbon fiber with the carbon fiber frame lock that they won the award with.
Right.
Being a throwback and flogging some dead horses. Anyway, continue on. Yeah.
It's a horse that we needed to run back and just squarely kick in the ribs before we kept going.
He looked at me funny right before his eyes glazed over, so I had to make sure.
Because you know he's coming back for you otherwise. And Tony Bow's best slip joint from Luke Swenson.
Okay, Paul just saw the same thing I saw. Go ahead, Paul. Yeah.
I just like the fact that people are now trading off week to week who does the pocket drop. This week it was Dick Richards asking.
Oh.
Mr. Fisk is carrying a small Mike Harder Tantos Sabenza.
I mean, we're an hour into an hour and a half stream, and we're going to get some comments in the group about what we're carrying. For the record, Fox River, EXT1. I have fancy pictures.
It almost is a Suru, except it totally isn't.
How dare you?
I wish the picture that I had to send you shows off how awesomely green that handle is, by the way.
Throw that up for a second, because it's a pretty nice picture.
But compared to real
Mine
life...
is less green. Also different, but less green.
Yours has some copper almost tones in it, eh?
Yeah, it's got a lot of like burlap, like raw burlap.
ZTO 308, Black Frost throwing up the big guns like it's a hand grenade in his pocket. I mean, a memoir. It's not your next sex tape. I mean, this is a serious conversation we're having about the hand grenade in my pocket.
What other kind of conversation would you have about the hand grenade in your pocket?
It's not a joke, man. It's not a joke. It's no laughing matter. Darren
with us.
Darren, cheers, brother. Thanks for joining us. It's been a long time, man. Glad you're with us.
Good to see you.
All right. Brian Brown, onto the speed holes. I actually like that knife. It's like halfway between one of those drop knives, the Dow and the that was made by Ferrum Forge. It's halfway between one of those and a Rhino. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was going to mention the similarities to your Rhino.
I do like the fact that Tony Bowes gets his own award.
Very brief aside, I was chatting with Paul a little bit about blade steel today, and Oz 10A came up. And VG10 and 154 were brought up as comparison points, and looked it up, and Boker actually runs their VG10. They aim at 60, and it seems like they hit 60 more often than not. Which makes me like retroactively sad I didn't get a bullpup while we had them, because I don't know, I had assumed that Spyderco ran their VG10 at something like a 60-ish. Turns out they don't. They run it a bit soft, like 58, 59. Yeah.
So what you're telling me is that not only do I have a bullpup. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah. It's just that I am super excited, even more so now, for the ice pick folder from Boker with the Kruben Fruber and the VG10. The Pardue looking thing. Yeah.
The blue.
That Pardue looking thing is going to be a sweet boy.
God, I want that. I want it. I need it. And I'm going to own at least one.
Apparently, Mr. Fisk got a new Boker yesterday, and I would like to know which one it is.
Oh, yeah. I saw the story. That's a good one. Yeah.
What you're telling me?
Magnum. Okay.
Oh yes, I saw that sweet Boker. What you're telling me is that the Excalibur is worth $4 more than it used to be.
$4 more. $4 more.
The bullpup, however, back up to full price. That's
Yeah. Exactly.
it's got titanium. Come on.
Gotta pay for that tie. That sweet, sweet tie.
But yeah, that's actually funny that Spyderco runs it softer.
Yeah, it's Spyderco's,
Especially because the thickness behind the edge, right? Like
yeah, and they
Especially
tend to,
because they're not known for running things soft.
yeah.
Usually.
Spyderco runs their stuff normally like fair. I'm not gonna say like super optimally, but harder than a lot of other production companies will do for sure. So it's just super disappointing to hear. But ultimately, that makes me more excited to try out Boker's VG10 in particular.
I also, Darren, I'm in agreement. I do like the blade on the tactical folder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Hologrind. I don't know. I can appreciate a good hologrind, like the Civivi Rustic kind of, or whatever. Like it's just when a hologrind's done nice, there's something pretty about the way it looks, right? So
it's just a little bit pretty for sure.
Whatever do you mean?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, of all the rusty, you've got a rusty jet, Paul, that's actually worth showing off. You throw a Damascus one that muddies the hollow grind waters.
You can't see shit.
I've got a black bladed 110, I guess, that I could show you. That was just as good as the rest. Yeah, the sprayback's not bad.
What am I doing?
Stonewash, anyway.
Yeah, the stonewash isn't great for it.
This will make.
Yeah, okay. The Sabenza makes up for it. Yeah. That's a clean hollow.
I just resharpened this the other day too. Man,
clean hollow.
Oh, I love this knife.
Does the Clever Girl have a hollow on the fixed or the folder?
I
thought it was a saber. Sorry, Dick Richards is throw up the hollow grind.
I'm pretty sure the Clever Girl has the fixed blade with a hollow, but I think the folder is saber. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe you're right. Yes, actually, the fixed blade might be a hollow, but with the black blade, it's hard to tell.
Yeah,
I like the fixed blade as well. It's too bad they run their SK5 way too soft.
This sure looks like a hollow grind, to me at least. I could be wrong, but that looks like it's a hollow. Yeah, there's a picture there.
Stanson, 357.
Hello.
Cheers, sir. Cheers.
Cheers and beers.
All right. So anyway, we can go on to the next category because we got side rails on holograms. But
the Tony Bowes, is it Bowes or
Bowes? I believe, yeah. Best
slip joint from Luke Swenson. So a big part of that is going to be how the blades nestle together. Sorry.
So they canoodle.
They really focus on the canoodling.
They gotta. I mean, look at them. But yeah, it's a pretty knife.
So is that a stylized fishtail shield, or is it what I think it might be?
I'm not going to say that out loud. I know I set the video as not appropriate for children, but I still don't want to say it.
Yeah.
It's obviously a whale tail. No, it's a whale tail for sure. The water, the ocean.
Okay.
But let's just call it that.
Okay.
Looks nice though. I like the that. I don't know, Warncliffe sheep's foot.
Yeah, I like all of it. Yeah, for sure. I'm on board. I like the brush finish on it. I think is my personal favorite thing about the whole. Yeah. But the Wee Knives Thug is actually out and available for purchase. So with all the brush finish thoughts on my mind, I'm just saying that might be a new EDC sooner rather than later. So
really, okay.
It'll match my Rhino. I'll do a wield. And by that I mean I've got a right-hand pocket carry in my left pocket.
Both out of the right pocket.
Yeah, that's how you scar barrel spacers. I think everyone has hit
this thing. But, yeah. I'm sure most of you have seen this thing. Best of the rest. Chuck.
Most of you. I think that's presumptuous. I didn't see it until I read this article.
Really? Oh, that's funny because they talk about they had it in the blade. Shit, where was it? Was it Knife News that had it?
Okay,
I don't even remember now.
How did this not win the art knife compared to whatever the art
Right?
knife, kitchen-y knife, wire wrap, blah, blah, blah type of thing
Because
was,
it's
right?
a fish. Fish is so passe. It's not art.
How dare you?
That's
sir.
that's their thought process, not mine.
Okay, so what happened is Spyderco made a brook trout native, and no one can look at fish seriously ever again.
Dude, Boker did the same thing. They're both beautiful knives.
Okay, one's not $400+. Jesus.
You think this is only $400?
Just saying.
No, this is at least $450. Like,
Fisk has the best point ever. How dare it not have a marlin spike?
You don't know it doesn't.
oh no, it totally doesn't. There's no other
Maybe it
photos.
comes off like a pocket clip.
Mm-hmm. One of the fins needs to have it come out of one of the fins, and seriously.
Yeah, but it also needs to be spring-loaded and button activated.
Nigel is saying when the knife is closed.
He's got a good point. It's still got the marlin nose.
Wait. Oh, yeah. I suppose you could.
Because the eye is the pivot.
The pivot is the eye. He's onto something. I wonder how that sweet Damascus is going to take some not pulling good times. Just going to scrape it up against the mast.
I was going to say, you're just going to lose the edge, but it'll probably survive.
It might look nice all polished out from the rope and the wood, right? Best utility hunter. Eric McCrite.
Damn, son.
That's a deep etch. My goodness.
I'm in.
That's some Vanta Black shit going on.
That's all the
he's got
boring that I want right there.
He's got a signature under that. That's kind of hot. Fuck. I like that. That's nice.
Like I said, that one wins the awards for me right there. Holy, that's a good looking knife.
So apparently the difference between a fighter and a hunter is a crossguard.
Of course. Makes sense. You got to cross your guards and you got to guard your crosses,
That's not
right?
necessarily true. We'd have to look at the description, but I wonder if it's thickness behind the edge, length limits, height. We don't know what the category is. That's your presumption, my friend.
I'm basing that purely on the side image.
I know.
That we saw.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just going to call you out on it.
Mr. Fisk asks an interesting question. Is it sharpened? Because it doesn't look like it.
The art knife?
Oh,
No,
the best utility hunter?
yeah.
It's going to be like Paul's Puko, where it just cuts because of geometry.
It might be that partially, but it is possible there's just a tiny micro bevel that we can't quite see from this photo. That's my suspicion, but
it could actually. I've got a couple really thin behind the edges.
You can hear.
It's a Cheeson custom that has S90 trail mate looking thing. Got like a 15-degree bevel, and it still looks like it's not even there. So
when the material's that thin, you can get away with some tiny bevels, I guess. Yeah.
Bill
okay.
Burke.
This is cool.
Bill Burke. Oh no, sorry, utility. We're on.
Oh, we can move on.
Yeah, there's one picture. I'd like to look at it some more, but there's only one picture.
Yeah. Best kitchen knife by Bill Burke. So
this deserves 3 pictures, all of the same face. It doesn't show us the other side of the whatever wood that is.
So that is a crazy busy Damascus pattern. In the first picture, it almost looks like it's segmented into squares. And that must just be the way that they stack the pattern?
That is one crazy looking Japanese watermelon. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's... Oh, this is not going to be the best quality, but... Yeah, that sure is busy, all right.
And I'd like to know what the wood is.
It looks like an explosion, though. It looks like fireworks.
And normally they'll call something like that feathery type of almost, right? But
yeah, usually feathery goes in a direction, though.
I was going to say feather honestly, some of my favorite Bowie knives have been Damascus with like a feathered Damascus, so it's got like along the center line. And it branches out like...
Boker Magnum makes a knife just like that too, by the way. Just like Fisk got from the same
Yeah?
label. Yeah, you can get one that may or may not be Damascus, that
Oh.
may or may not look like a feather.
Oh, it's definitely. If I'm thinking of the one that you're thinking of, it definitely isn't Damascus.
Is that the one that's just
High
it just
quality
the handles are like a feather? Yeah.
I wasn't gonna do any sort of presumption. Anyway,
I will though. Yeah, so
What is that wood though?
I don't know.
I
It's
don't
some sort
know.
of spalted something. What may or may not be resin on the back end of the handle, because it kind of looks like it's not fully one thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a
Could be bone. Yeah, it could be bone or mammoth.
Yeah, might even be stone. Who knows?
Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe it's acrylic.
So is this the last? This is it. The best handle design had no winner this year. So
I mean, damn, the Bill Burke should have gotten in on that with that busy looking wood bone, whatever the hell that is. He could have won best handle too.
Yeah.
Although that sword would have won best handle in my mind. Jimmy.
That's actually a good point. Best handle design, and that sword didn't win.
Okay, the fish is like a whole fish is the handle. Why didn't he enter that category too?
Because do you really think that would win best handle design?
Well,
How dare you,
how many?
Joe?
Okay, here's the thing. How many people entered? If you're the only person, do you get it? Like, we haven't investigated that. I'm super curious about like
I don't
how
know
many
what the rules are.
people. Yeah.
I'm starting a new collection. It's fish knives.
Wow.
Oh,
Fish
yeah.
knives.
That's a lot of money wasted. Let me know when you realize what kind of mistake you've made.
No.
4 years in the future, you just get this. Paul calls you 3 a.m, crying, sobbing on the phone, and then he hangs up, and that's it.
Yeah, all he says is "you were right" and just hangs up.
But you can't understand him. He's far
That
too
doesn't
drunk.
sound like me.
Admitting fault? Yeah, that's not a Paul thing.
I mean, that's why he's crying. So it's
He doesn't have to say it. You already
I
know.
just saw a very cute puppy. Okay, that's why I'm crying.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Was it in John Wick? Because that's worth crying about, you know.
They killed his dog, man.
No, that was the horse. I killed it a long time ago.
Oh, okay. Well, that's acceptable, I suppose. Yeah, okay. So there's some odd choices, just maybe for lack of entries, I guess. Again, the fact that like
Sorry. Just there was in Blade magazine, there's a keep reading at the very bottom, and Blade Show, there's a couple like highlighted note things. But Blade Show West has moved to Long Beach instead of, it was Portland, I believe,
Okay.
the last year, if not, well, no, not last year, the year before, I guess. What kind of restrictions are we working with? Maybe that Blade Show West has actually moved to Long Beach. That's super curious.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm
many
pretty sure
exhibitors and
Florida's like the Wild
attendees.
West.
A little bit. Many exhibitors and attendees who joined us in Portland, Oregon for the past 2 West shows suggested ways we could improve on the experience. We listened and started looking for alternative locations.
So they were really felt welcome in Portland. I can tell.
I just had to read that part out loud because it was kind of fucking funny.
That is gold, sir. That is gold.
Oh.
After months of searching, they were picky sons of bitches, and they settled in Long Beach.
Foremost in our decision is the fact that Long Beach is knife-friendly in ways that many of the other venues we considered are not. Management at the Long Beach Convention Center has been easy to work with and is genuinely excited about adding our event to their calendar. Cool.
Okay, it's carry laws in California that are very restrictive, right?
Yeah, you can own a lot of shit,
Somewhat.
but it's
yeah,
but you can't carry a lot of it.
And I think it was like, as far as manuals, assisted, fixed blades, I think they're fairly, it's the autos in particular, I think is where they're super uptight.
Autos and Bally's, basically,
And Bally's,
anything that isn't a two-handed opener, they want under 2 inches in blade length.
Super curious that you're asking invite a bunch of people from all over the country to come over here, but then apply to some very strict auto laws.
Yeah.
Meh. I'm just saying. Poking the bear.
poke the bear.
Oh, I'll poke it, all right.
Yeah. Why aren't you pulling out your chisel from the Outlast? Come on, how much would that hurt before all of a sudden you draw an Ika neck knife like it's the best poker that you have to choose from?
Hey man, I've
Jeez.
got a few offerings.
Like, why don't you pull out your rescue hook? It's 154 CM or N680, one or the other.
Here, I'll poke you with this.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Is that a
heard
fighter
that.
or a Bowie?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to put that in the best of the rest category.
Oh.
What kind of beer you drinking there, Dennis?
Oh, Big Shoot Lager, Alberta made. It's absolutely delicious. Freehold Brewing. They do some freaky IPAs, and I'm not a big fan of, but this guy here in particular has become one of the favorites. Although this weekend I was out camping. Where is it? The Dandy Ale. This guy here with the octopus monocle Mr. Peanut hybrid thing going on. Yeah. Oh my God. That one is uber delicious. I'll promote that any day of the week. And I believe that one's also Alberta, brewed in Calgary. Yeah.
These are delicious.
Well,
Midnight
that's
Prairie, Alberta
because if there's one thing the Germans know, it's grapefruit.
I mean,
I've got like 5 or 6 off-color jokes that I will not be making this evening, but you guys can fill in your.
I'm pretty
with your
sure we talked
imaginations.
about the red light district when we were chatting about my tent earlier this weekend. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know what's your guys' favorite item from this list, and it can't be the sword because the sword is too fucking cool. But after the
You
sword,
can't tell me what to pick and what I can't pick. Like,
That's-
you all can pick the sword all you want, but I got a best utility hunter here that's just screaming my name.
that
'cause,
utility hunter is pretty nice. It
Yeah.
is pretty nice.
it's my kind of boring. If it's out of the production stuff, though, because that's what we were talking about earlier.
Meh.
Yeah, honestly. Can I pick the Elementum from 4 years ago? No, honestly,
Aw.
it's totally the Ulti clip.
Mr. Fisk is taking off. Have a good night, brother.
Have a good night, man. Thanks for joining
What's the
in.
hamster slinging to do tomorrow?
Yeah, I know. Rest up that shoulder, man. It's, yeah.
I think I agree with you, honestly. Those heretic knives do look pretty nice, but as far as the knife-specific entries, yes, the ProTech is gorgeous. But as far as like the commonly attainable production level stuff that was supposed to be highlighted, yeah, the Ulti clip is probably the most interesting thing. Am I bummed out that an accessory beat out like actual knives in a knife show? A little.
Well, I mean, okay, so
Still like the Saturn.
Okay, yes, the Saturn is cool, but I don't know if it necessarily earned the place. That makes it sound like I don't think it's a nice knife. Which
the
I
overall,
do,
okay, and
but-
the other thing is Demko's not even out to play. Did he not enter awards? Demko's not anywhere. No Shark Lock, no American Made, no something in the hey. Off the map.
Not in the hey.
Wow.
Not the hey. Yes,
The
the
least
hey.
thing I can do is use the hey after I've flogged all the horses. There's no horses left to use the hey. It's got to be good for something now.
I need you to go back through the custom knives, Joe.
Oh, okay. What are we looking at?
I just
Joe
need you to
laughed,
scroll
by the
through.
way. That was
I'll
the
tell you
worst
when to
joke
stop.
I've done ever on this entire channel, and Joe still laughed. But
It's gonna be interesting. Me trying to tell you when to stop because
Oh, dude, there's a delay. So just tell me
I
what the
know.
category is.
I don't know.
No, when you see it, tell me what category it is.
you can just say the sword. You're allowed.
No, it's not the sword.
Although that Bowie knife, god damn.
Yeah.
That was a close second. I really wanted to say the
The folder because of the mustache.
A
Mustache folder.
It's kind of a cool folder. It's kind of neat.
Where is she?
I wonder if this is painfully slow for people watching.
Yeah,
but-
I apologize to everybody. We're coming up on it here.
Like, seriously. Can you just say the sword?
It's not the sword. We're going past it. Oh,
It's the fish.
Is it the fish?
The fish cab is close. It's not the fish.
Okay, I'll keep scrolling then. There's the best utility hunter, which is a solid option, I might say.
Yeah, I think it's just past the utility hunter.
Well,
quite honestly.
it's the last item on the list is the
kitchen knife.
kitchen knife.
What
Really?
the
Yeah.
hell are you looking for, dude? The best fighter that we've argued is a Bowie?
No, I thought there was something else that.
Well, no, that just means
I'm
that.
sorry, I'm just wasting everybody's time. It's the fish knife.
Okay.
You're terrible.
You're a real bastard. You know that?
I would love to say that was intentional.
I know this is towards the end of our airing, and it was a comment before we even started airing, but we no longer require your balls. So,
without context, that is so much worse.
Yeah, I'm not feeling great about that one.
No. I don't think anyone is. Not us, not the audience.
God, it's a spit take.
The fish.
Okay, the fish is like pretty cool though. I mean,
anyway,
all things considered.
There's some, and the custom stuff is always going to be much, much prettier and much worth talking about probably than the production knives. But the definite twist on the production knives and what they choose to give awards continues. Like this is, oh God, 6, 7, 8 years in the running where every time I've seen the awards, I'm like, I don't know, man, who's paying who here? So,
yeah,
award shows. Like people do that about the Oscars and the Emmys and everything else too. Every year, it's
just so many questionable choices, though.
Case Knives won American Made Knife of the Year. Again, no shark lock. Anyway.
Okay, so here's the thing.
They're not made in America.
That's just it. They're made in Taiwan. The 20.5s or whatever, the little plastic handle dealios with the Ox 10.
Those are 2.0s last year, technically.
Yeah, but they're customs.
Oh, they weren't production. Well, they've given Hinderer awards, I think, as production, just like they have Chris Reeve.
Hinderer is a production.
So if they do that, would they give Demko knives? I don't know.
Okay, so Demko
Strider knives, Heretic knives.
I think Demko is small batch production, not custom, because everything they make is essentially predetermined out of a catalog, right? Okay. So
anyway.
But yeah,
I'm trying to get a bear poked. And there may or may not be a bear around. I'm just poking.
No, that's fair. Even
that's
if
what our channel is.
But even if not American Made Knife of the Year, and like, well, shit, I'm drawing a blank. Maybe most innovative because it's a new locking mechanism. It's it seems to be fairly robust. It's a smooth action for how strong the lock is, and that's usually something that seems to be at odds.
And something I've seen in the past that I don't see at all is Kershaw and or ZT just completely off the map this year.
Well, ZT didn't really come out with much new, did they?
That lock bar system with the double detent thing. Your 707...
That wasn't that last year?
Evolution. That was the beginning of this year. We talked about... There was only 3 knives made this year. And it was the double detenty thing with the weird stop pin.
Okay,
yeah, but the 707 came out before that.
No, but I'm just saying new knives for this year. That weird stop pinny ZT thing.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
CRKT or Kershaw coming out with ball bearing and torsion bar at the same time. No innovative blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm just saying.
There's no blah blah blah.
Well, it's better than the hey. So.
But like only like 15 or 20% better at most.
Because Innovative Imported got the Saren, and Innovative American got V-Knives with the etching.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. Anyway.
I don't know. I stand by my choice of the Saturn, even if it's not a new mechanism.
Yeah, if we have to choose out of the production categories here, the Saturn would get my choice as well.
I think I'm going to go with Kitchen Knife of the Year this year on the production.
Okay, that's fair.
Although the Ulti clip, yeah. Anyway, but
that's not from this year either. That came out last year.
The Ulti clip or the Meat Crafter?
No, the Meat Crafter.
Beginning of this year.
Okay,
so here's the thing. Is because if they announce it late in the year, like October, November, December, technically it's a following year new for a product because it hasn't been announced at the beginning of.
It's nonsense.
So they can announce it at the SHOT Show as being a new for this year knife. every company does it. So, and Nigel says damn straight meat crafter, but I mean, it's better than a damn crate meat crafter for sure. So
Yeah, you don't want those damn crates.
I think that's a Donkey Kong reference, but anyway.
Yeah. I really do like that copper.
You would like that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Not gonna lie, I do too. It's kind of cool.
Actually, with the bronze pivot and the broad thing, it like accents all really nice. Anyway, we should wrap this sumbitch up.
Yeah, I think we trailed on enough. I think that was a good choice, sticking with the one article for the night because it's 8:45 on the dot. So
well, there was some things to talk about. We can save yours because they're not time pressing for next week.
They are not. They certainly are not.
We're gonna ride the gravy train of the Blade Show and talk about how much their awards should be reevaluated.
Don't ride the gravy. I don't know what that means, but I don't like it.
Well,
there's a train. It's kind of like the hate train from last week, except now there's gravy. You're more likely to come along and insult Paul on the hate train.
Now there's gravy.
We offer gravy.
You are obligated to take some, by the way. It's not just an offer made out of good faith. We have a quota, damn it.
You will put your tray out, and I will take the scoop of gravy, and you will not have a choice in the matter. Darren,
taking off.
We all are, man. Thanks for joining us, brother.
Indeed.
I will say, yeah, check out the Cutting Edge for new accessories coming up. We'll see about the Universal Ulti clips as well as meat crafters and other production models. Anyway,
I'm gonna neck knife with the UT clip so I can take my knife off.
Paul, I hate that.
You should figure out an Iron Man way to just clip it on your chest.
Just subdermal piercings, so it's stuck on your chest.
Every day, just have it at a different angle.
Oh,
I'm into it.
Every hour you rotate it to the next hour location.
You realize I'm going to use you like a sundial and just take you out into the parking lot and lie you down on the ground just to see what time it is.
You don't need the... No, I'm not going there.
No,
not going there.
No, let's not. Let's not.
Sundial.
We're almost home free, boys. We're almost home free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Patreon. Again, thanks for those who are donating. Yeah, I'm glad you are participating. We're enjoying the Sunday night thing. We'll talk about some new knives as soon as some new knives come in. But man, the trickle has been slow this year.
Like a little bit unbearably so.
Much slower than I've seen in the last 3 or 4 years, and we're hoping that it starts to get better. But anyway, yeah.
It is what it is. Follow us on Instagram. Because
if and when we get major updates and reviews queued up, you're going to see them there, or you're going to hear about them there first.
I was going to say that one day there will be a post, and it will be glorious. And until that day comes,
just you wait.
Like and subscribe.
Just you wait. Oh.
Okay, I guess on that note, I am who I am. I'm Dennis Swipers.
I am the Iron Joe.
And I'm XL.ca.
Thanks again for joining us, guys. Take care.
That fox knife, I tells you.
I'm into it.
Dagger with a fancy design, like give Joe the award ceremony right there.
That and the ice pick. One's a budget, one's not.